Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah the Lux Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation, leave the rest for someone else, and by all means, please contact licensed professionals and or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and or crises. That being said, let us get started. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Gucci Marmont small shoulder bag, and she will serve as the vision board inspiration for all you abundance manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury capsule collection, you can check out the series I have here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags. All right, let us begin. I'm going to start by choosing the deck for your reading. It's always between these two. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with A Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Yoshitani. And I am going to shuffle. If you don't want to stay through the shuffling, I will have the timestamp listed in the description box for you below. All right, please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energies, please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energies, thank you, Spirit. Collective energy, please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy, please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy, please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energies. Thank you, Spirit. Energies for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Energies for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we'll do one more shuffle. And let us begin. Oh, we're starting with the Three of Swords. Oh, I'm so sorry already. Whatever is going on. Woo, woo, woo. My condolences. Whatever is going on. I know that it is hard to take. Okay, there's sadness involved. There's a heartbreaking realization. Whatever you're mentally dealing with here. Oh, we have the Lovers. Now, this is not immediately bad. This Three of Swords does not have to be because of the Lovers. This Three of Swords could have happened, and now we have a lover situation. So let's keep going. We have a Knight of Cups. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to get one more card in this row before I say what I was going to say. Because initially I'm getting the energy of like, okay, and we have strength. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting the energy of like, you might be going through a heartbreaking time, but there's like a love interest. It's I've gotten, this is the second time today that I've gotten this kind of energy. It's like you're going through an ending of some sort or something that feels sad and tragic even. But then there's romance blossoming or some sort of connection, okay? Because the Lovers can just represent a choice, okay? But not with the Knight of Cups. And then we also have the Strength card. It's almost just like, it's almost like Spirit is like trying to send in romantic situations to help you heal or to strengthen you, which is just so interesting because you don't really necessarily hear that talked about too much. Like, in our society today, there's a lot of like poo-pooing on relationships, even though a lot of people still want them, but it's just like, no, you know, you don't need it and you need to just be by yourself and all these things. But what I'm just getting in this reading and in a previous reading too, it's just like this connection is spirit led to help you heal. It's like to help open up your heart chakra, which is so important. Because have you ever heard of broken heart syndrome? It's a real thing. Google it. Broken heart syndrome is a real thing or something that makes you just so sad. It breaks your, like you literally will have symptoms of a heart attack. And some people actually do have a heart attack. Because it causes the same reaction, you know, it's just so heartbreaking. So it's like, isn't spirit so merciful that they'll send in something to kind of ease the pain and get your mind off of that? And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like to strengthen you. And so I guess the biggest message that I've gotten today is just like, let love in. And I got that in a previous reading. Was it Gemini's reading? Yeah. So like the last couple of days, it's just been like, let love in. It's here for you. It's not something where you have to be like, oh no, you know, I shouldn't because conventional wisdom says it's too soon, or conventional wisdom says, you know, whatever. It's not even conventional wisdom. It's just what people be doing. Okay. You know, because, you know, people try to avoid, and they should, you know, just piggybacking and monkey barring from relationship to relationship. But sometimes a playmate comes in. Playmate doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be some committed long-term thing. Au contraire, what I keep getting, well, for some it is, but in the future, perhaps. But what I'm getting is it's like for playfulness. And that's what the strength card is, Leo. And I just got the strength at the bottom of the deck in my last reading. And it was a whole nother deck. So, you know, and I shuffle my decks before and after. So, the strength card, it's like, yeah, to strengthen you, to help. And that's the heart. That's Leo. It's the heart energy. And with this Knight of Cups, for sure, I may have love on the brain. And we have the Lover's card. It's like it's going to be valuable to you to allow this playful, youthful type love energy. Again, fifth house matters, to come in. It's here to help to nourish you and strengthen your heart. It's good for you. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. What is this? Okay. It's an opportunity. We have an Ace of Pentacles in the fifth house. I'm trying to tell you. Spirit is trying to tell us in the collective, like, I don't know what's going on in the whole collective, okay? Well, we did know that Pluto was going through Aquarius and that we were going to be seeing endings because people was going to be themselves on our asses. Yes, we did. But what do they say when God has a ram in the bush or something like that? I don't even understand that reference. Like, what? I missed that in Bible class. I don't even know what that means. But it's just like God got something up their sleeve, though. We got the Ace of Pentacles, and again, it's in the fifth house. In the last reading, in a whole other deck, it was the Page of Pentacles. It's like sowing seeds in the fifth house. The house of play, pleasure, the heart space. You know, it could also be having to do with, you know, children. But it's like your inner child, right? Feeding your inner child and nourishing it. And it's like there's an opportunity for that. A tangible in the physical opportunity. Okay. And I don't know what happened, but surrounding these Three of Swords is this opportunity in the fifth house and the Lover. So again, it could be like a situation where you had to break up with someone because there was a third party situation. But Spirit got a party of their own coming in for you. Okay. Look at that with the World. And look what you see. The World is the successful completion of one cycle and entering into another. But in particular, in this deck, look what's on it. So that means you're ending that previous relationship, but look, something beautiful coming in the way of a relationship. And it's right up under the Lovers. I'm trying to tell you, Spirit is saying, let romance in, let play in. Even if you don't feel like you're ready for a commitment or anything like that, let connection in. Have some fun. You know, and what I mean by that is just like, if someone is stirring your interest and you're stirring theirs, don't let your head get in the way and like talk you out of it. If y'all are really genuinely connecting, which I'm seeing here, then allow it in. And in both of these cards, they're nuzzling. That doesn't have to be like that. That's not in traditional tarot. They're nuzzling. Okay? They're nuzzling. Okay? Nuzzle. Nuzzle. Okay? Don't put a muzzle on that nuzzle. Look at that with the Nine of Cups. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay, so some of y'all might have to go watch Cancer's reading. Y'all might have to watch the Cancer reading that is posted on the same day as this. And if this is way down the line, then this would have been, well, whatever. If you can't, it's not your time. But if y'all are watching at this time, what is today? April 15th? Oh, 30, 40. Yeah, today's the 15th of April, 2025. So y'all can go back, I don't know, type it in. I don't know. YouTube should let people search for that. But whatever, that's not the point. The point is, I don't know what I'm titling that reading. Maybe I'll just leave it in the description box or pin it in the comments for you all. There, that makes way more sense. But whatever, y'all might want to check that out because, and then the Nine of Cups was there. The Nine of Cups was there almost in the exact same position. Okay, right? Look. Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, and another nuzzling. And even in this strength card, you know, they nuzzling. She's like, oh, would you, woo, woo. She's scratching him, got a, you know, snout handle. And, you know, that's not necessarily in the traditional tarot, right? There's all this love and connection and looking deeply into people's eyes. And it's just so interesting how it's coming like after all this, whatever sadness was happening. Let this romance and play in. We have a Page of Swords. Okay, so you could be getting communication. Maybe y'all are just sending flirty texts right now. Okay. You know, maybe you've been flirting with someone via text, or please, you know, if this, whomever, you know, this energy resonates for you as being the one, okay, that you're going to be engaging with. Okay, but I'm saying Spirit's like, plant these seeds though. Plant these seeds. Please do. Whoever this is, they got a lot of what you want, if not everything you want. They're looking like a whole dream out here because that's the Nine of Cups. And it's in the 7th house. So we have a 10 of Swords. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. And that is another thing. Yes, this is y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that Cancer reading up in here because it was like this new situation is coming in to strengthen you, to help you out of this other situation. Like perhaps you still could be longing for this person who's in the past because she's hurting, but then there's still the remnants of somebody in the past, right? It's just like Spirit wants you to dead that other situation. Oh, that's Spirit is purposely sending in someone to spark your interest and to pique your interest so you can move on. Spirit, this is red alert, Mayday. You need to move on. This is why we have the World card. Because whomever this other person was is unscrupulous. And that was in the last reading. Oh my God. That can't, I gotta put the Cancer reading in now. It's almost like as if it's just a continuation, or maybe Cancer is on the same timeline as the entire collective. I don't know. But this is what's coming on up. Like Spirit wants you to leave that past situation alone. Like, and I think it's because y'all were so hurt because y'all may have been blindsided by whatever happened. So it was like a shock. Like you didn't like anticipate. That's what the 3 of Swords is, and a 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords was at the bottom of the deck behind the Strength in the last reading too. This is a whole nother deck, y'all. So Spirit is preaching. Like Spirit is saying, Mayday, Mayday. Y'all need to leave those exes alone. Those people who betrayed you and played you, leave them alone. Spirit is sending in people to help encourage you and get you out of there. Like they don't want you ever thinking about like reconciling with that past person. If they played you, if they deceived you, in any kind of way, if they plotted on you, even if they didn't get to do it, they just was thinking about it and took some action toward doing it, do not. Okay? Because we don't want this to be you, the blood in the water. Okay? Like, that is a person is unscrupulous and Spirit don't want you nowhere near them. And this is why this whole other situation is coming in. Plus, it's like you graduated that last situation and learned the lesson of how to love yourself, which is why you was walking away in the first place. And therefore, you're ascending to a higher level of connection. Lovers, the world, and the 9 of Cups. And this is all in like an L shape. I mean, I could pick up that 9 of Cups too, but like, look at all this romance, man. All the love. That is beautiful. The Spirit is like, yes, we did that purposely. We sent somebody in who would make your heart aflutter because A, you deserve it. B, you've already learned the lessons and finished that cycle out. C, you need to finish that cycle out, because sometimes we can have it lingering, especially when we're blindsided, because we just be like, what happened? I don't know what happened. How did this happen? And did I make the right choice? Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe I should have tried to work it out. And it's like, no. Have strength over that little birdie in your ear. Because again, just like this person might be sending you playful messages, this other person who is unscrupulous, that person, they could be trying to send you messages too. Like, whether telepathically or literally, to try to get you in reconciliation mode. And Spirit is saying, no. Never that. Never that. You will not reconcile with that person. They're a backstabber. Pluto is in Aquarius, exposing this for a reason. They are exposing the true identity. That's what Pluto does. It unearths. And Aquarius is the individual. Okay? True identity. They're exposing that. So you saw, whatever you saw that made you feel like this, it was real. That's who they really are. What did The Weeknd say in that one song? When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. Yeah. When they're effed up and a backstabbing ass betrayer and a plotter, that's the real them. Period. So look at that. The sun, though, don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody care about them. Because Spirit got so, again, this is Leonian inner child heart space energy. And like I said, it exposed them. The sun exposes and illuminates. Illuminated the betrayal, the treachery. That was them. That was them. The Spirit is trying to let you know, if you just please, it's like that. It's not a parable. What is it? It's an allegory. Some story about, God has, they're like, let go of that teddy bear. And they got some bigger, better teddy bear. But you have this old tattered, you got lamb. I'm so sorry. You got lamb. You don't realize you got lamb. Y'all, this what happens when you have kids. Like, y'all know a Boss Baby, the older brother, he had lamb. It was this tattered up, old ass toy, stuffed lamb that he had, and he loved lamb. But this is where, like, you got lamb, and lamb got torn up, and the baby was like stapling it. So this is lamb right here. But Spirit is like, just let go of lamb, and they got something bigger and better, okay? Like, you got a tattered ass teddy bear. You didn't realize it. You didn't know. Because I don't know why you didn't know. You couldn't see. Maybe the love was blinding. And that's okay. Because Spirit had you learning lessons in that one. Maybe helping you spot the fakes. You're going to need to see that in this next, wherever you're going next. But like, Spirit got the bigger, better teddy bear. Okay. This one is like, can talk, and it's almost lifelike. It's real cool. Okay. I'm just saying. Like, yes, the Lovers, the World, and the Sun. This is a high level connection. If Spirit's bringing it in, they ain't bringing nobody in to just play you. They're trying to bring in what they really have for you. Maybe you have to go through that past situation so you can know what you don't want, so that you can know when the real thing comes in. And that does happen. Okay. You go through those situations where you see what you don't want. So when that real thing shows up, you will grab onto it with every fiber in your being. And you'll know to appreciate it. That's what you will know to do. And take care of it. We ain't gonna let it get jacked up like lamb was all jacked up. Okay, well, the Boss Baby did, staple up lamb. But lamb was already looking jacked up though, okay? It's just so funny because my kids also had it was actually like a horse, but they kept calling it little lamb. Where's my little lamb? It's like, it's not even a lamb. Look, let me stop. The moon. Look at that. Again, Spirit is saying, follow your intuition. Wow. Also, this connection that you have may be hidden for a time. But you also have fears about it. I think that's just what it is. You have fears about it because it's like you're still healing from the other connection, and it's just like when you go through something, it's like a lack of trust almost in yourself, because you're like, how did I not see what that person really was? You know what I mean? And then it just makes you feel like, how can I trust myself in another relationship? What if I get in this relationship and they're playing me? So you're going through that right now, and Spirit is also exposing that to you, where it's like you might be planting seeds in a new connection, but there's a lot of fears about it. And Spirit is saying those fears are coming up, not necessarily because that's your intuition, it's simply because it is a reaction. It's an effect of what happened in that past connection. And it's like you're struggling to trust yourself. So I don't know what you need to do. You can talk to a counselor. You can get books on learning how to trust yourself after loss. But, you know, you got to learn how to trust yourself. Again, you know, Spirit had you in that other connection for a reason. Again, you can look at it as it was a learning opportunity so that you can be prepared to receive what's coming in, because it's going to be so good and so valuable. And you're going to be able to see the worth of it because of what you went through in the past. You're going to be able to see who this person is. You're going to be able to see the difference between that past person and this new person. Because you already know how to spot the fakes. So actually, Spirit is saying you should be able to trust your intuition even more, because we done gamed you up. And that's how you know this person is more trustworthy, because you don't see those traits like you did in the old person. As if on cue, to end it off, the 10 of Cups. That is a beautiful, Spirit is trying to let you know this is coming in. Whatever is coming in right now, where you felt guided to go, your heart was guiding you, Spirit was guiding you. Spirit may have actually literally guided you and been like, no, this the one, go on. Okay, that has happened in the collective. Y'all already know, because Spirit already told you. That's them. Yes. Because that's you being in alignment with your spirit is the 10 of Cups. Okay, and we do have a moon here, which is an intuitive card. And we also have the 9 of Cups, both being in alignment with your source. And y'all could be very, very intuitive, which is another reason this could be messing with you, because you could be like, I'm very intuitive. Like, how did I not see this? You could be like, I was led to that last situation. So like, if I'm led to this new one, y'all could be really struggling with trusting yourself and trusting your intuition right now, because you're like, this other person was playing games, plotted on me. They weren't authentic. And why was I led there? But let this be your confirmation to realize you can trust yourself. You were led to that last relationship by Spirit to teach you, so that you know the difference. It was preparation so that you could value this new partnership when it comes in. Just think about if you've been in an exhausting past relationship, or if you've had many relationships and they all sucked. When you finally get somebody good, you know how much you're going to hold on to them. You're going to know to value them, because you're going to be like, I've been in past relationships and this was it and that was that. This person has loyalty, they have honesty, they have integrity, they tell me the straight up truth. You're going to learn every quality that Spirit is sending into you. You're going to know to value the F out of it, because you're going to know it's rare, because you spent time dealing with the exact opposite. So that's how you know you can, newsflash, here it is right here. You can trust your intuition. You are intuitive, okay? You were divinely guided to that last situation, even though it ended that way, because you needed to know the difference. It was like the foil, okay? Y'all remember, literary, what do they call that? Language arts. Y'all remember y'all language arts class? We learn about stories and how there's the foil. And the foil is the character that acts all crazy and is the bad because it shines a light on the good character, right? Okay, so you went through all that darkness so you can, the shining the light, so you can know the difference. That's what that was for. Okay, that's why Spirit let that happen for you. It was for you, not to you, even though it didn't feel that way, because this is what's really coming in. Real union, real harmony, the one that you hold on to because you know their worth. And they know yours. Y'all could both have gone through similar things. Perhaps they might also have gone through a lot of troubles and struggles or whatever in relationships. But they know what a good one looks like now. because they know it don't just fall off trees. Okay? That's what that was for. So please trust your intuition and follow your heart. See, justice. Justice, divine balance. This happened for you, not to you. And Spirit is trying to balance it out. What I say? Balance it out with good, positive, playful energy. 3 of Cups. Okay. And we have the 8 of Wands. And we have, now, let's see, what's this 5 of Pentacles? That is giving me this past person trying to send you messages because they out in the cold. That's why I said they could be trying to contact you. No, we are not going back. No. Oh, no, 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 no. But also, this could be you feeling out in the cold. Because you see how this is going? It's like justice and good times rushing in at you fast, right? I don't know. Maybe y'all can't see that. Justice and good times rushing in at you fast because you kind of feel like this. That's what I'm saying. Spirit is sending in this love, this playful energy to help heal you from feeling abandoned and left out in the cold. Wow, that's beautiful. So Spirit got their hands all up over this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm saying. Remember when I said y'all both could have gone through the same things? Y'all could both be like intuitive or seekers in some way. Like, because we have the Hermit, okay, and then we have the High Priestess. All right. The High Priestess. Now, these are both very, very spiritual cards. Okay. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. That is balance, equal give and take, equally yoked, giving and receiving. Y'all are going to be more in, y'all going to have more in common than you realize. And it's going to be because y'all pay attention to y'all guts, instincts. And that's probably what is going to be the thing that makes y'all so compatible. Then we have a little Page of Cups here. Like, that is the blossoming of a love. Okay, so this could be new, but it is, okay, divinely guided and has the potential to grow into this. I mean, y'all could really start a family. Okay, there's stuff coming in for you. This one right here, Spirit is sending this in. For sure. Spirit wants you to block that other person out, though. That's for dang sure. You got to let that go so this can come in if you have not already. Yes, I am seeing marriage galore in the future and the possibility of a child. That's beautiful. But I'm seeing that both of y'all, like, y'all are both intuitive in some way, or y'all at least, like, y'all listen to y'all inner selves. You listen to your inner selves for sure. And that's how you know it's divinely guided, because y'all are guided together and your inner selves guided you there. And trust that. You can trust your intuition. Everything you went through has led you here. It prepared you to be able to receive this person, understand this person, and to love this person, and to recognize they're a good one. So what deck are we going in with this one? Well, I guess we're going to go back on in with the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And it's so funny because I did shuffle this deck, and at the bottom it still is like Release Your Ex. Because that came out in a previous reading. And I shuffled before and after all my readings several times. And it was still there. So that is confirmation. Release your ex. Let that go. I know it's really, really hard when it's sudden and you're just like, but I think that's really the hump that needs to be gotten over in those situations is, how did this happen? How did I not see it? What went wrong? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Is this karma from my past life? Like, what? And it's like, oh yes, well, Spirit did have this on the docket for you so you can learn. So you can learn to trust Spirit, okay? Because if Spirit was telling you this person was no good, you may have followed your hunch and it led to, oh yes. Spirit may have guided you and told you this person was no good and got you evidence. That's what the Ace of Pentacles here is, because it's the Three of Swords, the sadness and the realization, and then you have the cold hard proof with this Ace of Pentacles, and that is a Ten of Swords. I had to walk away. Yeah. Well, Spirit led the whole time. They wanted you to see this. trust and follow your intuition always. Spirit is always talking to you and not leaving you. Because a lot of times when bad things happen in our lives, or when we get like, when we hoodwinked or bamboozled and stuff like that, we blame ourselves. And we're like, how did I let this happen? Or is this because I did something bad in a past life? Or is this? It's like, no, it was all for your good. You had to learn this lesson of who people are and how to recognize the real thing. And you graduated that lesson. So when you walked away, now this past, present, future reading, if you haven't walked away yet, that's what you need to do to graduate, because the other person cannot come in fully if this cycle is still open. You need to let it go. Okay, justice. Cut it off and balance it. Then the real good stuff can come in. Okay. All right, we'll just do one. Yeah, I saw a reconciliation. No, this past person might be really on y'all to try and reconcile. For sure. They're trying to break down your defenses because they know you might be feeling lonely. And they could be projecting that towards you in however many ways. You could be feeling lonely. Not just lonely, but you could also be feeling like stressed. Because, you know, you used to have a partner. Now you're all on your own. And they will use that to their advantage if they can. So here we have separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. If you have not done this, but you know, especially if you got the hard evidence, like I said, betrayers, backstabbers, and plotters. They are being exposed so we can clean them out. And if this is your reading, that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Separation, first ass card out. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, they trying to. This is why this is coming out. The signs are cautioning you. Do not go back to this person. Pay attention to the red flags. They might be pulling on your heartstrings in one way or another and trying to get you back in the saddle with them in another cycle. Don't do it. Don't do it. So let this be your confirmation. If you left a person, especially if you've already found this new person, y'all are already like hitting it off and you can tell they're a good person, you don't go back to somebody who betrayed you when you have a connection with a good person. No, Spirit brought that in so you can keep going, keep leaving. Okay? Don't be like Carrie, where as soon as she's in a new good relationship, here comes Big to F it up. It's like the universe testing you. Like, did you learn your lesson? They'll send that other person in trying to reconcile. And it's like, did you learn? Don't do it. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Remember I said, because we saw that 5 of Pentacles, I'm like, they know that you might be feeling stressed because you're alone now. You used to have a partner to help you. Now you're all on your own. And they might be trying to use that to their advantage. But Spirit says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, okay? Don't lean on this world's understanding of, you know, well, we need to stay together for the money. No. Not with a backstabber betrayer, because I'm telling you, if God is showing you this now, is because it's only going to get worse. They're not going to reconcile with you and get better. God is telling you leave because they won't get better. We have a past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay. And that can go both ways, I'm seeing here. Like, this could be soulmate versus soulmate. Like I said, because they are. Because you were led by, like I said, you could be like, oh, I'm led to this other person, but I was led to that other person too. And, oh, can I trust my intuition? It's like, yes. Again, past life relationships. Spirit, these are soulmates from Spirit. One was the foil, okay, to expose to you what it looks like when you have a good one, okay, when you have deep actual connection with someone. All right, and we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And what I'm getting with that is cycles, okay? I'm getting upbringing. That means that's a cycle. Like whatever is in your past, like that's a past cycle. So it's like something that you do religiously over and over. You're used to that other person. And that's what they're going to play on. Okay? That's what they're going to play on. Also, if this was a marriage and y'all are like more pious or something like that, that's another thing. Like tradition they could be playing on. If y'all had kids, oh, but the kids and blah blah blah, the kids, the money, the whatever, they're playing on traditional values and stuff like that. This a no. See, worth waiting for. Don't go back to this past person just because you're lonely or you're scared about finances. Okay, divine timing is at play in your love life. Spirit's gonna bring it. Spirit got you. They got you. Yeah, because this is new. It says getting to know each other and what. This was in the last reading too. Playfulness. Okay, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's like get to know this new person, move on from this past person. And then it says playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And that's what I've been saying this whole time. Spirit is bringing in this new type of fun and youthful energy and playful energy, this love and romance to lead you out. Because y'all might be low-key attached to that other person, like I said, because y'all are just used to them. It was what you were doing religiously. But y'all heard it. This new person is worth waiting for. Get to know them and enjoy them. See? And we have calling in your soulmate. Let your friends help you. That's like, yeah, you're calling in the real one and let spirit guide you. Okay? Spirit is your best friend. Okay? And then we have honeymoon, and this could be the one. Right? So, especially if you've already started something with this new person, it's a no. Don't go back. They're just coming in to be Mr. Big and break it all up when you're finally happy. It's a temptation. Did you learn your lesson? Here they come. Did you learn? Because that's what happens in the universe. Because our bodies, that's how the physical world works. It's just like if something happens to you at 6 years old, like a cycle of Saturn, 28 to 30 years later, that same type of energy is going to be activated in you again. It's going to be like, did you graduate from this energy? Does that still have a hold on you? What can we release from that? And that's what's happening here. It's like, here they come. Did you learn? Are you going to make sure you don't go back? Don't do it. You're going to be left at the altar like Big did Carrie. All right. And they be trying to romanticize that relationship, but look, all I'm saying is just because it's a cycle and something you're used to, don't mean it's what is for you. Okay? Because I don't know what ultimately happens with Big and Carrie, because I don't remember. Did I watch number 2? I'm not sure. All I know is, look, that's just an example of what was going on. Like Carrie said, like, do you have some type of radar or something? Like, Carrie's happy. You're just going to come in and dump all over it. If you already started, moving on. That's why it's here. If you haven't, though, but you're feeling lonely, do not allow this person to play on that. And do not get, Spirit says, have strength. Strength card is right there in the 4th house of home, of who you are, your roots. Spirit said, be strong, because divine timing is at play in your love life right here on this card. And they got something better coming in for you. Give Lamb back. We're done with Lamb. Okay? We got Teddy Ruxpin's coming in. Something's coming in, all right? Let that ish go. No backstabbers, betrayers, plotters of any kind can come back. Not in this cycle. I mean, unless you want more of the same and for it to only get worse. Because if you don't learn your lessons, it gets worse. Because now you're even weaker, because now you're already tired from the beating they gave you before. We don't need that. Okay? Stay strong. Stay strong, collective. Stay strong. Okay? And then look forward to the newness that you have coming in. All right? That is the message that I have for you all. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you got something beneficial from it. And I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference. And by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.